Okay, so this podcast is something entirely different. I've never done a podcast like this before, and to be honest, I'm not looking forward to it. I don't want to talk about it, but I believe that I've always gone back to first principles. My first principle of this podcast and my newsletter is to help storage operators, and I want to talk about stuff that I know is going to benefit them. And this will certainly issue as a warning, but also it will benefit your code of conduct moving forward. And it is, I'm not going to mention the company because it's not about the company, it's not about who it is. Like I say, I feel very, very uncomfortable doing a podcast like this, but it's about a company in the self-storage industry that has been the Advertising Standards Authority ruled against them. I'm going to be careful what I say because I don't want any legal action taken against me. But yeah, this is from their website, not their website, the Advertising Standards Authority. They've ruled against this company. And like I said, I'm not going to name any names because a lot of you in the industry already know who they are, but it's not my place to name them. I don't want to not name and shame, but it's not about them. It's not about them whatsoever. It's about us learning from this, and we all can collectively, as an industry, become better and move forward. That's why I'm speaking about it. And like I said, I don't want to. I don't think I have fallout with anybody ever. Very rarely do I have fallout with anybody. And so, the last thing I want to do is create any issues with said company because I'm talking about it in the public forum, and that's not my agenda. That's not what I want to do. So that's why I'm not mentioning names. But I do think it's important to talk about it so we can be very very careful that we don't um, hit the same problems going forward. So that is why I'm mentioning it on this, because ultimately, like I said, back to the first principles, like I said, I'll shut up about this. I'm going around and around in circles, but ultimately, the first principles will this benefit the people in the self storage industry? Got it written down here. First principles of the podcast. Yes, it will. Therefore, I have an obligation to talk about it. So yeah, or responsibility. That's what I'm looking for. Right. So here goes. I've taken loads and loads of notes, by the way, and all this is in my newsletter with a link to the article in the newsletter. Now, obviously, I don't want to put the link up here. I can't put the link up here anyway. I tell you what, I'll try to put it in the podcast notes so you can read about it yourself. But yeah, it's all the details are in that article, but I've given my own take on it here. But what I'm going to do is I am going to read through all my notes here and then I'm going to tell you my personal opinion on it, and we'll move on from there. Right. So here we go. Last week, the Advertising Authority ruled against a self storage operator's advertising. I won't mention who it was because it isn't the point here. The reason I'm bringing it to your attention is because we can learn from this ruling. This particular operator advertised, now here's what he advertised: get 50% off your storage for up to 8 weeks and included of this and included quotes for 160 square foot unit. Yeah, so this is messaging: get 50% off your self storage for up to 8 weeks. There you go. And that was basically for 160 square foot unit. There was qualifying text further down the page that stated, and this, by the way, is off their website, off the Advertising Standards Authority website. The prices you see above are the prices you pay. No hidden fees. That's it. Here we go again. The prices you see above are the prices you pay. No hidden fees. Pretty standard in the industry. I'm sure you'll all agree. That is, apart from the no hidden fees, I don't put that just because, and I don't put the prices you see above are the prices you pay. No hidden fees. I have seen other operators do that. I have seen other operators advertise that and put it on the quotes. We don't do it because it's a bit murky because the prices you see aren't the prices you'll pay because we add insurance on. So that's the main reason we don't. But also, we do increase your prices because the price you come in at isn't the price I want to charge you. And so, therefore, we don't put that just because, I don't know, just a grey area that I didn't want to go on that grey area. And by the way, please don't think that I'm whiter than white because I'm not. I'm a capitalist. I want to make money. I'm here to make money. I'm selling you a course, you cheapskates. Buy my course. I actually had the UK's most hated salesman or something. He was like every in some of his posts he put, "Buy my course, you cheapskate. Buy my stuff, you cheapskates." And I love it, absolutely love it. So I'm not whiter than white because I'm not. By the way, I don't con anybody. I'll do any. I'm not saying these are conning people at all. But when I say I'm not whiter than white, I don't want you to think I'm darker than dark and con people, etc. I want to make money. I'm here to make money. Ultimately, I'm here for my family. I want the best lifestyle for my friend, for my family, my immediate family. And so I'm a capitalist. I'm all over making money. And yeah, right. Don't know what else to say. Right. I put pretty standard industry. I'm sure you'll agree. However, that big word. Um, what happened? What happened after the customer moved in was the issue here. So it was nothing about the prices you see. Sorry, nothing about the 8 weeks. Da, 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 da. It was what happened after the customer moved in that there was a problem. And I put, remember the line, no hidden extras. Well, this is what got that operator in trouble. Here's what happened. And this is, again, this is word for word on the website. Whilst this is from the customer, or this is from the advertising authority, whilst they had paid the reduced price as the quote as quoted during the 8 week introductory period and the full quoted price for 6 weeks thereafter. So they paid the discounted price for 8 weeks and then another 6 weeks. So we are now on week 14, I believe. Yep, week 14. They were then informed that the weekly price would be increased to £40 and then further to £60. Furthermore, uh, when they were informed of a prices increase, the prices stated, so basically what they're saying here is when they moved in, they was paying the price. Then it went up to £40, and then after so long, after 14 weeks, it doubled in price. It went to £40 and then went to £60, which is a big jump. But we'll get into that in a minute. Furthermore, they were then informed of the price increases. The price stated on the website for the same storage unit at the same location was £30 a week. So they're saying that they was being charged £60 a week when it was on their website for £30 a week. Don't get me wrong, this is standard procedure, not this level of increase, apart from if you're in America, and then this level of increase is pretty normal. But yeah, it's fairly standard to increase prices, but not to this extent. I mean, I thought I was aggressive, but Jesus Christ, this is aggressive. So basically, I don't think I've actually put it here, but basically they came in. Oh yeah, I've put this is very aggressive. Ultimately, the operator increased their prices from £20 a week. So when they first moved in, it was £20 a week, but the discounted rate went down to £10 a week. And I just want to say, this is all allegedly. I don't want to get in any trouble whatsoever. Allegedly, cover me on ass here. So what happened was it was down. It was £20. It was the half price offer went from £20 down to £10 a week. This is for a 20-foot container, so it's bloody cheap anyway. So £20 a week went down to £10 a week, right? So that was for the introductory offer for the 8 weeks, and then normal price should resume of £20. They basically said that they had that price for 6 weeks, and then it went up to £40 a week. Holy moly, that is a big jump. That is 100% increase. And then it went up to £60 a week. Now, I don't know the time scale involved here. It could have been years. I doubt it, but it probably I have no idea. No idea what a time scale is, but it went up to £60 a week. So when they first came in, the normal price, forgetting the discount, because that was only for 8 weeks, was £20 a week. It went up to £60 a week. That's a 200% increase. That is huge, my friend. That is. I put this sort of increase is what you'd expect in America. I put the REITs are very aggressive with their price increases. But I can't remember an operator in the UK pushing prices as much as this. Ultimately, the reason why the ruling went against this operator wasn't because they've increased 200%, because that's up to them. They can do what the hell they like. It was because of the misleading no hidden extras of that line. They considered that misleading, no hidden extras. And so that's what's got this company into problems, into deep waters. Well, not deep waters, just a slap on the wrist, whatever happened to him. My personal opinion on this matter is it's common practice in the industry to increase prices. The price customers come in at isn't the price the operators want to ultimately charge. Hence why we have price increases. So I have no problem with this operator increasing prices. It's part of the industry. However, that word again. The 200% increase is a massive increase. If I'm honest, I don't know the time period, what it went up from £20 a week to £60 a week, but 200% increase, whatever, is a long, long time. I personally think that's way too steep. I mean, I think I'm pushing the boat out at 20, yeah, just 20 and under percent, 20 and under percent. That's what we do. I know an operator does 25%, but this is like 10 times more. This is crazy. This is a crazy increase. And so I wouldn't feel comfortable increasing prices to that level. Um, Objectively, yeah, this is where I feel a little bit sorry for the operator. It's not sorry for him. Sorry is the wrong word because it's no major deal. This is where objectively, I do think when the operator said no hidden extras, I think they were referring to insurance, etc., adding onto the total. That's what I think they was referring to. I don't think they was referring to no hidden extras forever. I mean, that'd be crazy. They don't mean that. But unfortunately for them, on this occasion, the customer took it to mean no hidden extras forever. And therefore, that's why the ruling went against them. Back to why this can help you reading this. Just be careful with your messaging. Just be very, very careful with what you put and how you put it. Because just because you are referring to something else, it doesn't mean that some people might read into it another way. So we need to objectively look at our messaging, look how we talk, because we don't want to be, we want to be an industry where we're all savvy, nice operators, and we don't take the Michael. And so we just got to be very, very careful with the way that it's wording. You could get taken to task like this operator did. If you want to read the full ruling, here's the link. So I can put that in the show notes and you can find out who the operator is. Because I know all of you there, all of you listening who don't know, like, who is this operator? I want to know. Well, guess what? I'm not telling you on this one, but if you want to read the article, then it does tell you who the operator is in this article. And so, like I said, the reason I brought it to your attention is we don't want to be taken to task. We do not want to be landed in the same hot water as this operator. So just be very, very careful because this operator hasn't got into trouble because of the aggressive nature of their advertising, of the price increases. It's nothing to do with it. Even though they are massive price increases, they've done nothing wrong by increasing the prices that much. If they want to do that and think that's fair and just and right, that's up to them. But I know what they're going to say is, Dean, everybody else in the area was charging £40 plus. We came in the area. I think I know this location. I think I know where I did it as well, because I know a couple of other operators around them. And this operator was by far and away the cheapest in the area. And so all I was doing was bringing it up to market rates. But it's almost like you're hunting your customer by being really, really cheap, but not really being that cheap, because as soon as you move in, we're gonna put you up to the rates that everybody else is. So most people have used them because they're the cheapest around. But then after you've been in a certain period of time, guess what? We're no longer the cheapest around. We are either in line or more expensive than other people. If I'm correct in thinking where this location is, because I did hear of them coming into the market and completely disrupting the price structure in this area. And I was talking to two different operators about this, and here's behind the scenes, if you like. This is what they was doing. There was only so cheap, because I was like, because I knew the rates they were paying for this bit of land, and I was like, how the hell can they make it pay? It's just impossible. I cannot make this pay. But they're making it pay because that wasn't the rate they was getting. The price per square foot, it wasn't that. There was increasing those prices to the normal standard. So even though there was probably only increasing the prices to the normal rate, that one line got them in trouble. No hidden extras. Even though they weren't referring to the future prices, because I don't for 1 minute think they was referring to that, obviously. But somebody read it as that, and hence the reason they got in trouble. So, yeah, really interesting. I'll put a link in the show notes, guys, and yeah, you can read it all there. All right, my friends, I felt real uncomfortable doing this one because the last thing I want to do is call out any operators, because ultimately we're businesses and we want to make money, and I have different ways. I know certain people who think that what we're doing in price increases is too much, and I respect that. I understand that, but I'm comfortable with my price increases. This company might be completely comfortable with their price increases and rises, etc. But Yeah, just got to be careful out there with our messaging because we don't want to be boiled in that hot water. All right, my friends, I hope that this was helpful to some people. And yeah, and who doesn't like a bit of a gossip around the industry, eh? All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye.